A Christmas Carol, Episode 3. Scrooge meets the spirit of Christmas present.
Ebenezer Scrooge woke up just before the clock struck 1 again. He was ready for the spirit of Christmas present. This time, he met his guide in the next room, which looked very different from usual. It was decorated with holly and other plants. On the table, there was a lot of delicious Christmas food like turkey, cake, fruit. Scrooge talked to the ghost.
"Spirit, take me where you like. Last night I learnt a lesson. Tonight, if you want to teach me, let me profit by it."
Oh, that's not the Scrooge we knew before. No longer arrogant. Well, the spirit took Scrooge to the edge of the city, where his clerk, Bob Cratchit, lived. The man entered his humble home carrying a little boy who had a crutch and iron round his legs. His wife was preparing the meal.
How did Tiny Tim behave at church, Robert?
Oh, as good as gold. He told me on our way home that he hoped the people noticed him in the church because he's disabled. It might be good for them to remember on Christmas Day our Lord, who made lame people walk and blind men see.
Tiny Tim was a sweet little boy who knew the meaning of Christmas. But he was very sick. Scrooge felt sorry for him and asked the spirit what was going to happen.
"Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live."
I see an empty seat in the corner and a crutch without an owner. If things don't change in the future, the child will die.
No, kind spirit, say he'll live.
If he's going to die, he should do it and decrease the surplus population.
These words caused a huge and sudden feeling of deep regret in Scrooge's heart. That was exactly what he'd said earlier to the gentleman who had asked for a donation to help the poor. If the poor died, it would be good to help decrease the surplus population. Then Scrooge heard Cratchit mention his name.
After this wonderful dinner, let's raise our glasses. A Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us. And also Mr. Scrooge, the father of the feast. Come on, dear wife.
I wish I had him here, Robert. I'd give him a piece of my mind. Such a horrible, hard, unfeeling man, Mr. Scrooge. I'll drink to his health because it is Christmas, but not because of him.
God bless us, everyone!
Thank you, Jim, my dear child.
There was no doubt Scrooge was the monster of the family. But if the thought of her husband's selfish boss annoyed Mrs. Cratchit, it caused laughter elsewhere. The ghost of Christmas present took Scrooge to his nephew's house, to the Christmas dinner the old man had refused to go to.
My uncle said that Christmas was a humbug. He's a funny man, that's the truth, and not as pleasant as he could be. However, his crimes carry their own price. His money is of no use to him. He doesn't do any good with it. He doesn't make himself comfortable with it.
The house was full of people dancing, playing games. The spirit noticed that Scrooge was enjoying himself. The night was coming to an end when Scrooge saw 2 figures at the ghost's feet. What were they? They looked like children, but they were old and frightening. Scrooge was shocked.
"I'm sorry to ask, but are they yours?"
They are man's creatures. The boy is ignorance. The girl is want. Be afraid of them both, but most of all you should fear this boy, for on his face I see a terrible destiny.
"Don't they have a place to go?"
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Yes, once more Scrooge had his own words repeated back to him. He had always thought the poor had prisons and workhouses to go to, hadn't he? Eat your words, Mr. Scrooge. Well, the bell struck 12. And that was it for the ghost of Christmas Present. He disappeared. But the third spirit was coming. You'll hear about it next time.
ينصح الخبراء اليابانيين باتخاذ الإجراءات التالية:
سبسكرايب، لايك، كومنت، فيفورت.